Hey guys, my name is Zach. Today we're talking about the 1/6 scale The Stranger custom that I've been working on the past few weeks. This is on Colts 3D. The username is Tristan Miller, and it's one of his most recent files. It's $1.50 for the files. I think it's well worth it. I do have some small complaints. I think the scaling on the saber, the helmet, and the gauntlet are all kind of a bit off. This is the intended scale for Black Series, and I think it was probably about 10 to 20% too large after scaling it down and scaling up the lightsaber by, I think, 60%. This is what I got. Now, my first attempt at the print, I think the helmet was a bit too small. I was going to paint it up, but after talking to the Patreonies, they pretty much confirmed what I had thought, that I was perhaps a bit off. And so after doing some test prints, I came up with these numbers for scale. Just keep in mind, if you're doing this, the XYZ orientation and these measurements are before adding supports. These are also the orientations that I supported them, so you can see there it's pretty simple. Lightsabers actually fit perfectly with the Hot Toys blades, so I think it worked out really well. The paint job is copper from Rust-Oleum, silver from Vallejo, and a black wash. I do the black wash last to get everything at once, and I think it comes out pretty good. Here is a picture of the completed armor on the body, and I think it fits very well with those measurements from a few slides ago. Now, the outfit I was kind of concerned about when I started this custom. I hadn't seen this episode, which is after the big fight, but fortunately in this episode we do get a little bit of a look at the top, and with some behind the scenes photos we also get a look at the bottom of the tunic. And I started going through my regular parts suppliers, Toy Anxiety, Monkey Depot, eBay, and I did pick up some stuff here. So this is the first batch of things that I got. So we have some Hot Toys Luke hands. I believe these are from Farm Boy Luke. We also got some Hot Toys pegs. We did also get, let's see here. We did also get Gore's skirt from Thor Love and Thunder. That piece ended up not working out like I thought, and so it did not make the final build. We also got a lightsaber and a blade. Pretty much just needed the blade. We got this little belt thing, which also didn't work out like I thought. We got the Ring Wraith pants, which worked out excellently. The Mandarin's top, which worked out really well. And the Ring Wraith skirt, which also worked out really well. And then I did also spring for the Hot Toys motion blade. I've actually never had one of these, so it's kind of cool to be able to have one and see it in person. But looking at the rough fitment of the skirt is quite a bit longer than I was expecting. I don't recall this skirt being that long on the Ring Wraiths, but I guess perhaps I'm wrong. And looking at this top here, it's really nice. I didn't realize it had this like glittery black strip on it. I knew it had a strip, but I just thought it was a black fabric. And looking at the skirt there, the skirt is quite short. However, the waist is quite large, and I think that's what ended up not working for me. I did actually try putting the skirt on without the top attached, and it kind of just unsewed itself, and it was kind of a big pain in the butt. But there's the look at the fitment there of that Mandarin shirt, and a look at how the blade fits into the saber that we printed. Fits really well. The effect blade I did need to add a little bit of nail polish to, but that really wasn't too bad. And to remove this like black metal looking piece of fabric, I just used some nippers and basically just pulled on it until it came off. It came off in about maybe 1/3 of an inch strips, just like that. And then I would, just like that actually, well, maybe about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. And then I would just snip it and then pull on the next thread, and continued on until we got this. I did have one mistake. I accidentally cut into the fabric, but fortunately that is going to be hidden by this flap, and worst case it's just battle damage, so really not a big deal, and it's going to be dyed black anyways, so probably wouldn't see it on the final product. I did use some dye for this. I'll show that here in a bit. Or actually right here, it's the RIT charcoal synthetic. These are for more synthetic fabrics. In the past, I've tried the regular RIT dye on Hot Toy stuff, but have not had much luck with that. And to be honest, the dye really let me down with this project. I just felt like I really couldn't, outside of the Mandarin shirt, all the other things that I've tried dyeing really didn't work. So here's the first look at the Mandarin shirt with the Ring Wraith outfit. looking pretty good there. I ended up having to go through with acrylic paint to blacken everything, and then we went in with fabric scissors to cut the ring wraith skirt down to length. Chimera's skirt is not that long, and attaching the Luke hands and Hot Toys wrist pegs, this is what we get. So we're definitely going in the right direction here, and definitely really happy with how this looks so far. Yeah, I couldn't believe how good that Mandarin top ended up working, but yeah, definitely really happy with this so far. We did also make some belts. In the scene where he gets undressed, you can see he has a large belt that's very textured on his waist between the skirt and the shirt, and so we went ahead and cut fabric for that, and we did get some more stuff in the mail. So let's take a look at this. It is the Hot Toys, I think this is the repaint armor Boba Fett boots. I was looking for Star Wars boots or Star Wars shoes, and really couldn't find anything that was even remotely close to what I was going for. These were well priced, and they looked neutral enough that I think I can futz them in, but yeah, these ended up being not too bad, and they're already pretty much black, so just a little bit of a black wash darkened them up quite nicely. We did have another package here. This is from, I believe it's Simple Happy Life on eBay. I've probably bought 20 or 30 packages from them before, and this got here crazy fast. But this is going to be the outer cloak that Chimera wears. And this isn't the best part for this, to be honest. After I debuted some photos of this, I had a number of people tell me that there are some Hot Toys ponchos, which I didn't know. One of which with the Anakin Stap exclusive version, I think will work quite well. So I do have that part ordered. But here's just a quick place on the figure. At this point, I'm kind of like, damn, this is really terrible, and I'm starting to regret the purchase of this. But you'll see here in a second, I do get some water and futz this a little bit better. And again, while it isn't perfect, it does have the nice layering on the back that Chimera has. And you know, once painted black, or I guess attempted to dye / painted black, I think it's going to look much better. And water treated, it's going to sit much closer to the body. And with some water, this is the look that we get. And drapes pretty well, so I think this is going to work. And here's just a few more sort of glamour shots there of the pre-dye futzing. Again, I tried the synthetic dye. I even actually tried the regular dye, and that kind of gave me this dark brown, which wasn't very attractive, but I guess certainly going better in the right direction. But here I'm just kind of practicing with the drape and how I want to drape this fabric. It does work out really well, and I ended up not actually cutting the hood off of this. It is just kind of there in the back. The reason for that is with the gore skirt, it ended up like falling apart once that stitch was undone, so I really didn't want that to happen again with this one. But after the dye and the paint, this is what we're looking at here. It's much more black in person, to be honest. It still kind of reads as a very dark brown in these videos, but yeah, it's definitely much better. As far as the pieces that made the cut, so we have the ring wraith skirt that's cut down, the Mandarin top, the Simple Happy Life cloak, which I think is for a Metal Gear Solid Snake figure, the 3D printed saber, helmet, and gauntlet, Luke Skywalker hands, and just a generic Hot Toys blade. One thing I did add, I don't quite know what it's called, but in this video you can see on the neck there's a lot of flesh showing, and I ended up having, so this is obviously before the Anakin poncho, but I found this sort of like a neck piece that's just fabric that kind of covers the collarbone up into the base of the jaw, and it works out really well for this to hide that flesh part. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Tristan did allow me to sell the 1/6 scale prints of these, so if you want the helmet, saber, and gauntlet, hit me up on Zach's Wonderland, and I can get you the painted set or just printed set. But yeah, I'm really happy with this custom and how it came out. Hopefully Hot Toys decides to visit this someday in the future, but worst case, I'll enjoy this until that happens. And stay tuned for more photos as I continue to add parts to this and improve it. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you, and we'll catch you on the next episode.